Hey guys, so when we last left Rudy, we had this old one over here, and we got this nice brand spanking new one here. So let's talk about what else needs to be done. This thing definitely needs to be replaced. I looked down here on the bottom. I was thinking about maybe recycling this part over here, but the problem is, as soon as I touched it, it completely disintegrated. So, here's what you need to do with the new one. You need to recycle a few parts. Down here off the bottom is this piece. Let's go over this real quick. So the new radiator comes in like this, and this guy here just snaps into place. There is, see, it kind of goes like this. There's a section right here with tabs. Now what you're doing is you're aligning these guys here, the holes, with the pins over here. So let's see if I can do this one-handed again. So what you're looking for is you're lining the holes over here. And I might need both my hands on this. Yeah. You got to set this in here, match the holes. The ones over here on the side too, once you click those in. There's another part you can be recycling. We'll go over this here next. In a second here, I'm going to put this down for a moment. You know, CNR is hiring a camera person. Holy cow, we really need one for stuff like this. Another hand would be nice too. And of course I can't get it in here. There it goes. Okay, cool. Click. Click one. Click two. And that just kind of snaps into place over here. Never figure out if we missed something, but they're aligned over here. There we go. Now it's all in. Okay. So I laid this out side by side. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be removing this guy here. So this guy, this is the piece that you need to recycle. So this guy here slides over this. So let's see here. Okay. So this guy here slides underneath this, and this guy lays over. And it lays right here like so. 2 screws, one here, one there. 1, 2. I'll put this in, and then join me in the next part. Well, it's been an interesting day, and you gotta set some time to do this. So, a couple things I learned. Here we connected the bottom piece here. We worked it. The plastic piece that we worked on goes into this little container here. It's nice and solid, and you know you got it right when you connected this guy here, when it matches the hole. These clamps are actually really cool with the BMW. They can be all the way in, and when you push them in, they click and they're in. The one thing that I chose not to do, which kind of was recommended, was replacing some of the heater hoses and stuff, but this right here was a nightmare. So not for the faint of heart, I'm not sure if I'd recommend that one. So the radiator is in. We're going to connect this pin here, so that's pretty easy. Slide it in. Line it up, hopefully push it in. It's a good way to remember which way you're facing. So here we go. That guy is in. Okay. Oh, while you're here, you also might want to pop the little covers over here and clean out something that collects nuts been in here. I don't know what it is, but I cleaned it out. Anyway, on to the next part. Okay guys, so next part is the tank. I want to point out there's a hole right there, and there's some small holes at the very, very bottom, and what you have to do is just kind of snap this thing in. I can't really show you that. It does take some patience, And you'll know if you put this guy in correctly. Alright, here we go. Okay, once you got it clicked in there, it does laying loose there. Just make sure you hit everything and make sure that the bottom is very secure. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to plug in your sensor. You can plug this guy in this way and rotate it this way, and it locks into place. Connect your two hoses on the bottom here, and that's going to be it for this side. And then that leaves us back to the hose over here. Let's see if we can maybe get that one done. Trying to tuck everything away. I mean, this is by far not a small engine. I hate to see that this would look like on my Fiat. Okay, so we put it in, rock it till we get a solid click. I'll go ahead and let's see here. This guy here. I'm going to face the metal clamp towards the car. Plug it in. Like I said, the hoses, that's not for the faint of heart. I'm going to let the dealer do that, or my buddy here. Anyway, on to the next chapter. Okay, next is the installation of the fan. So this is the fun part. You just guide the fan in. Okay, the push clamp here locks it in place. Let's figure out my alignment here, and then you put your screw in here once that's all in place, and that puts it in. Reverse connections here. Let's see here. The fat one here goes over here, locks in place. This guy here goes off to the side, locks in too. Alright, I'm gonna put the screws in here, and that's most of it. Then we'll talk about putting the box back in, go from there. These are some things I didn't need to take off, but always make sure that your oil thing is covered up, just in case dust and other things while you're working on the car. Now we're going to put the covers back on. These are your coils. These guys come out. All you got to do is flip the handle up and pull out. That's a whole other video. But here we go. So we're going to slide this on. These guys here have covers. What you're looking for is the hole and the screws. And we're in. So 2 nuts go on that one. This one here is backwards. So what you're looking for is these guys here. Slide the cabling up and tubing up. And you're going to line the holes, which I believe are right here. Put the screws in, and this part's done. The last piece is going to be reattaching the O2 sensor stuff and the air box. We'll go over that real quick, and then we can pour coolant in here and see how we go. Alright guys, last thing we need to connect is this guy here. We're going to see if we can do this one-handed. See if everything will click in place. We got the rings. I got them pushed down, most of them here. You're going to remove this screw when you're out there purging the system while you're building up pressure. Alright, so now comes the fun part. This guy seems to be lining up. Let's see if this guy will line up for me. Nice click. Now this guy here. Didn't hear that solid click that I wanted to hear, but it's definitely in there. Okay guys, and then we're going to reconnect the airflow stuff here. This stuff goes like this. This is unnecessary. This is just when I was looking for to figure out if I wanted to do this or not. I realized I didn't want to. So this guy goes in here. I'm gonna need both hands, and then everything connects to the airbox. I'll do another video on that one, and I think we almost have a car. Alright guys, I'm running out of battery, running out of sunlight here, so let's connect this guy up. So we're going to put the box back in. Oh yeah, important here. Where's that guy? Here we go. Make sure you connect this guy back into the airflow. All the way in. There, he's all the way in. Alright, the box is actually really simple. Put this thing in here like this. Connect the, find your sweet spot. Again, I'm working one-handed. Sorry for that Blair Witch effect here. Alright guys, so what we want to do is you want to go ahead and make sure this thing is aligned and nicely tightened. You want to go ahead and plug in your connector. It's always a good practice to place your connectors where you can't crimp them or pinch them in something, and also make sure that you connect everything that you disconnected. When I was a kid, I would always do very well on the disconnection part. Putting stuff back together, that was a whole other story. So I got these screws in here just a little bit tight, finger tight. Now we're going to connect the airbox to this. This is the reason for that. Okay, this guy comes down on 2 pins over here, 3 pins, hold everything together. Well, you can see this has been a project. Now it's really nice outside, but a little bit of less of light. Okay, so I went ahead and put this thing back in. It's supposed to be 3 screws here. Well, we'll talk to the guy about that one and getting those back. Shove the hose. The hose I stuffed on the bottom, the electrical cable on top. Tucked it all in, and all you got to do here is very nicely and gently press and lock those in place. There's that. Cabin filter itself, still pretty clean. Alright, cabin filters in place. Not sure what just happened there. And that has been held in place by, where do you put it? Right in front of me. Okay. This thing's got three knobs in here. Slide in and turn. If you got it right, if you got it wrong, you got to reseat them. There's that. Alright. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fill the fluid up and see what we get. Now I'm expecting the coolant light to be on for a little while. Let it run for a little bit, let it cool and refill. Stuff gets really hot, so you definitely want to be careful. Anyway guys, I believe that's the end of my series. Another way of doing this is there's a little set screw at the top. I'll show you that real quick here. It's dark out here, so I'm going to finish up this in the morning. But there's a set screw right there that you want to loosen and let it bubble up so you can actually get the right amount of coolant. Anyway guys, hope you liked the video series. Just tried something new. I didn't want to have you sit here and watch me turn screws. So hoping that this works for you guys. Until next time, take care.